بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد سئل فضيلة الشيخ وفقه الله تعالى أحرص على الوتر في وقته الفاضل قبل طلوع الفجر ولكن أحيانا لا أستطيع فعله قبل طلوع الفجر فهل يجوز لي الوتر بعد طلوع الفجر? Question says, I try my hardest to make the witr in its proper time, the virtuous time of witr. However, occasionally I don't have the ability to do it before Fajr comes in. So with that being said, can I make the witr after Fajr comes in? Can I perform the witr that I missed after the Fajr coming in? Not after sunrise, not at the time of Ishraq/Duha, but when Fajr comes in, i.e. Imsak. It's 3:56, 3:57. I haven't made Fajr yet. Can I perform the witr? فأجاب فضيلته قائلا إذا طلع الفجر وأنت لم توتر فلا توتر ولكن صل في النهار 4 ركعات إن كنت توتر ب3 و6 ركعات إن كنت توتر ب5 وهكذا لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان إذا فاتته صلاة الليل صلى من النهار 12 ركعة. And so it says, when the Fajr comes in and you have not made witr, don't make witr. Do not make witr. However, wait until the daytime has come and make 4 rak'at. If you normally make 3 for witr, perform 4 in the daytime. If you normally make 5 witr, then make 6. وهكذا, etc. I.e. an even number. This is because the Prophet ﷺ would do this. He would make 12 rak'at when he missed the night prayer. He would pray in the daytime with 12 rak'ah when he missed the night prayer. I.e. at nighttime he used to make 11. So he would even it out to 12. The next question says, وَسُئِلَ فَضِيلَةُ الشيخ جزاه الله خيرا عن حكم من فاته الوتر ولم يتمكن من فعله قبل الفجر فهل يجوز له الوتر بعد طلوع الفجر أفتونا وفقكم الله تعالى. Question is similar to the previous one with regards to the one who misses out on witr and fajr comes in. فأجاب فضيلته بقوله لا يوتر بعد طلوع الفجر لقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم صلاة الليل مثنى مثنى فإذا خشي أحدكم الصبح صلى واحدة فأوترت له ما قد صلى فدل على أن الوتر ينتهي وقته بطلوع الفجر ولأنه صلاة تختم به صلاة الليل فلا تكون بعد انتهائه. And so it says, do not make fajr or do not make witr after the fajr has come in. When fajr comes in, don't make witr. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, the night prayer should be done in pairs. Mathna, mathna, in pairs. Like Allah says in the Quran, جَعِلَ الْمَلَائِكَةَ أُولِي أَجْنِحَةٍ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثَ وَرُبَعَ. Pairs. So the night prayer should be made in doubles. The hadith says, and when you're afraid that the morning will come in, when you're afraid that the fajr, you've run out of time, he says, صَلَّى وَاحِدَةً. Then make 1 rak'ah, which will be the odd number of the rak'ah that you made at night. I.e. don't make extensive amount of witr because there's no more time. Fajr is now come, so just finish the salat really quickly with what? With 1 rak'ah, and that is your witr. Not 3, not 5, not 7, just what? Just 1. He says, so this hadith proves, the highlighting point from this hadith is that the witr is over when fajr comes in. That's the proof from the hadith, that the witr time is done when fajr time comes. Secondly, because witr is the khatam, it's the seal of the prayer. It's supposed to be the final seal of the prayer. That's it. There's no more prayer that's supposed to be made. And that's obviously done when fajr comes in. When fajr comes in, there's no more night prayer because fajr is now the morning. Is now the morning for the Muslim. Next question says, وَسُئِلَ فَضِيلَةُ الشيخ عن رجل يصلي الوتر وأثناء صلاته أذن المؤذن لصلاة الفجر فهل يتم صلاته? A man is offering witr and all of a sudden the adhan goes off. Should he finish his witr or stop his witr? فأجاب فضيلته بقوله نعم إذا أذن وهو أثناء الوتر فإنه يتم صلاته ولا حرج عليه. When the adhan is made, finish your prayer. There's nothing wrong with that. Inshallah ta'ala, finish your witr, stop, and then get ready for Salat al-Fajr. وسئل فضيلة الشيخ هل تجوز صلاة الوتر قبل النوم وهل يحتسب من قيام الليل؟ بالضبط. He says here, well, the question says, can a man make Salat al-Witr, a person before they sleep? And is this considered qiyam al-layl, night prayer? Is it considered to be night prayer, even though a person didn't make the full night prayer? Is this considered the night prayer? فأجاب فضيلته بقوله إذا كان من عادة المصلي أن لا يقوم إلا عند أذان الفجر فمن الأفضل أن يقدم الصلاة التي يريد أن يؤديها قبل أن ينام لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أوصى أبا هريرة رضي الله عنه أن يوتر قبل أن ينام. Shaykh rahimahullah, he says, if you normally wake up for Fajr, if you normally don't get up and pray at night, you don't wake up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., etc., if that's your custom, or if you intend on just going to sleep and waking up for Fajr, then the best thing to do is to make the prayer that you plan on doing before you sleep. It's to offer the prayer that you plan on doing before you go to sleep. And that's because the Prophet ﷺ, he gave Abu Hurairah advice to make witr before sleeping. As Abu Hurairah, he said, Awsani Khalili bi thalathin. He says, my close friend, he gave me 3 pieces of advice. And from that is to make the witr before sleeping. فأنت صل ما كتب الله لك من الصلاة وأوتر قبل النوم ونم على وتر وإذا قدر لك القيام قبل أذان الفجر وردت أن تصلي نفلا فلا حرج عليك على أن تصلي هذا النفل ركعتين ولا تعيد الوتر. He says, so therefore, pray whatever you have the ability to pray, what Allah allowed you to do. And make the witr before you sleep. Sleep based off of witr. He says here, and if you happen to wake up before the Fajr, you happen to get up before Fajr and you want to pray some more, it's 2 a.m., it's 3:30, he says, La haraj, it's fine, but don't make another witr. Rather, make your night prayer how? In pairs, and even pairs. And do not make the witr. This goes to show here is that there is no 2 witrs in what? One night. Be mindful. There is no double witr in a night. Witr is only 1. Once you made witr, that's supposed to be what? That's it. If it happened to make additional prayer, then it has to be what? Even. 4, 6, 8, etc. صير فضيلته هل يجوز للمصلي قضاء صلاة الوتر إذا قام صباحا ولم يستيقظ قبل أذان الفجر وكذلك صلاة الفجر وراتبة الفجر. Question is regarding, is it permissible for a person to make up the witr prayer if they only woke up, they didn't wake up before the adhan for Fajr? And also Salat al-Fajr and the 2 raka'ah, the sunnah of Fajr. فأجاب فضيلته بقوله يقضي الوتر إذا نام عنه في النهار لكن يكون شفعا فإذا كان من عادته أن يوتر ب3 قضاه 4 وإذا كان من عادته أن يوتر ب1 قضاه 2 وأما الفريضة والراتبة فيقضيها على صفتها. Says here, make up the witr if a person slept, he overslept, he woke up late in the daytime, that's fine, but it should be shafa'. It should be even and not odd. So therefore, if you normally make 3, make 4. If you normally make 4, then 5, like we previously explained. If you make 1 rak'ah for witr, then make 2 in the daytime. As far as the faridah, the fajr, and the sunnah of fajr, then you should make them both up like you would normally make them in the morning time. I.e., do you recite loud, do you recite silently, so on and so forth. Making the witr, making the sunnah of fajr before the actual fajr. Even though you've woken up late. You've woken up what? You've woken up late. Making the sunnah before the fard, even though it's what? You've woke up late. It's already out. He says the sifa. How you would normally make the what? The sunnah of fajr and the fajr prayer. وصيل فضيلة الشيخ هل يجوز الإتار ب3 بتشهد واحد لا يجلس إلا في آخر الثلاث. Sheikh was also asked about making witr with 3 raka'at and only 1 tashahhud. Meaning 1 taslim and 1 tashahhud. Not tashahhud and then taslim. What's the ruling on that? فأجاب فضيلته بقوله يجوز لمن أوتر ب3 أن يوتر على صفتين. He says if you make 3 raka'at for witr, And there's two ways of doing it. The description is flexible. Two ways. إحداهما, the first, أن يصلي ركعتين ثم يوتر بواحدة منفردة, is to make 2 rak'ah with tashahhud, taslim, and then do 1 more rak'ah with tashahhud and taslim. والثانية أن يوتر بثلاث جميعا لا يفصل بينهن بجلوس ولا بتسليم لأن ذلك كله قد ورد عن السلف وأظن فيه حديثا مرفوعا عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في الثلاث. The second style is to make the witr with 3 rak'at and only 1 tashahhud and 1 taslim. 1 tashahhud and 1 taslim. Why is this? How is it flexible? He says, because there are narrations from the pious predecessors regarding all of this. And I think, he says, أظن فيه حديثا, I think there's a hadith that's narrated from the Prophet ﷺ regarding this. And it says in the footnotes, رواه أبو داود في كتاب الصلاة باب كم من وتر وسيأتي بسياق الشيخ له. And there's actual hadith in Sunnah Abi Dawud that's going to be mentioned later on. سئل فضيلة الشيخ وفق الله تعالى هل يجوز جمع الشفع والوتر في صلاة واحدة? Is it permissible for a person to make even and odd in one prayer? فأجاب فضيلته بقوله إذا أوتر الإنسان بثلاث فيجوز أن يصلي على وجهين. When a person makes 3 rak'at, once more, it's an option to do in 2 ways. One of them إما أن يجمعها جميعا في تشهد واحد فيصلي 3 ركعات جميعا في تشهد واحد وتسليم واحد. Like we just previously mentioned, 1 tashahhud and 1 taslim. وإما أن يصلي ركعتين ويتشهد ويسلم ثم يصلي الثالثة. Or to make 2 rak'ah, 1 tashahhud, taslim, and then the additional rak'ah. وأما إذا أوتر ب5 فإن الأفضل أن يسردها جميعا ويتشهد في الخامسة أو في الخامسة ويسلم. As far as if you make 5 rak'at for witr, then the best thing to do, he says, is to make all 5 together. He says the best thing is to make all 5 of them together with 1 tashahhud and 1 taslim. وإذا أوتر ب7 فكذلك يسردها جميعا ويتشهد في السابعة ويسلم. And the same applies to 7. وإذا أوتر ب9 سردها جميعا لكنه يتشهد بعد الثامنة ولا يسلم ثم يقوم فيأتي بالتاسعة ويسلم. And if you make 9 rak'at, you should make all of them together. However, he says, make the tashahhud after the 8th rak'ah without taslim. So it's a difference now. If he said if you make 3, then you have how many ways of doing it? 2 ways. If you make 5, he said it should be what? All together. 7, it should be what? All together. 9, all together, except for the fact that what? The tashahhud should be made after the 8th rak'ah without the taslim. Not 9 is different than
7.
No. 3. 9 is different than 3. 3. How many ways of doing it? 2. According to the Sheikh, if you make 5 rak'at for witr, the best way is, he says what? No taslim, no tashahhud, except for in the 5th rak'ah. 7, same. 9, it now switches. He says if you make 9 rak'ah of witr, it's a similarity between the 3, the 5, and the 7. A mixture of both. How many tashahhud in 9 rak'at? 2. How many taslim? 1. And that's different than the 3. Everybody with me? He says, rahimahullah, وإذا أوتر بإحدى عشرة فإنه يسلم من كل ركعتين هكذا جاءت السنة عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. And if you make 11 rak'at of witr, then you should make the taslim for each 2 rak'ah, or every 2 rak'ah. So this shows us the diversity and the flexibility of many aspects of witr that many people who lack the proper in-depth knowledge make strict and rigid. And as the question came last night, some people say Hanafi, or if I'm praying behind a Hanafi imam, or this one, that one, Shaykh al-Taymin. So you have to be mindful of what people say. That's why we answer the question like that, with regards to the flexibility of the sunnah. And that's why it's nothing more beneficial for a student of knowledge to read and to study. Read more, study more, and not just make it seem like it's on the surface. You'll be shocked many views and many opinions this person, that person has. The sunnah is flexible. The sunnah is flexible. Ignorance in immature studies is what? Tight and stiff. But the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is very diverse and very flexible, and there are many different narrations. Wallahu ta'ala alam. May Allah Azza wa Jal accept your witr prayers.
I got a question.